find to understand what it took to get to this stream, I was like, okay, this is all bullshit. I'm just going to go to Pokemon's official YouTube channel. So I just typed in raw Pokemon into the
raw
thing.
Pokemon.
No, not raw Pokemon. I just
Oh.
wrote Pokemon, right? That doesn't come up either. Just type in Pokemon, you're not going to find shit either.
I was going to say, if you typed in raw Pokemon, I think you'd be getting
you get something different. No. But then I had to type in, to get to the channel, Pokemon YouTube channel, into the search bar.
Yeah. I guess you could subscribe to them.
No.
No.
I thought I was, actually, but I'm not. But
I would not subscribe to them. Anyway, this is the Pokemon Direct for 2023, August 8th at 9 in the morning. Mm-hmm. God forbid the people who go into the Pacific Standard Time and have to get up at 6 in the morning.
I am deaf.
Yeah. Oh, I bet your ears were blasted out by that.
Stupid fucking YouTube premiere thing.
I turned that shit down pronto. So it's not a long premiere this time though. It's only 20 seconds. Well, it was a minute, like 55 seconds. Usually, I'm used to that shit being like 3 minutes long. Either way though, this will be exciting. Someone's asking for Silk Song in the chat. That person is a real goober.
Yeah, we find Silk Song, alright.
Alright, here we go, Super. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 remake. Wow, that's crazy. This guy looks different every time I see him. Also, it's really quiet all of a sudden.
We'll be sharing information about several Pokemon projects.
It's just that the presents thing is so loud. But...
First of all, the weekend of the 2023 Pokemon World Championships is nearly upon us at last.
Nifty.
And we hope you'll enjoy this video.
We'll hope you'll enjoy Gen 9 mechanics for competitive, and hope that, God forbid, people do not just use air balloon, electric type shit in general.
In just a few days, over 1,000 trainers from all around the globe will make the journey to compete for the title of World Champion.
I mean, from the looks of it, it's more balanced than Gen 8. Kind of. I don't know if you saw the whole thing with one of the new 4 fuckheads. The one that runs Fissure because it can. And it's like not even a bad strategy to do so. You can just fish for fissures.
Since 2013, the featured promo card in this kit has been Champions Festival, which showcases unique.
Yeah, it's like depending on what kind of Pokemon it is. Like if you give fucking like Ferrothorn, Ferroseed, whatever the fuck it is, Fissure, like you might consider it just because it's that bulky.
The thing is though, it really only works in the doubles format VGC. Meanwhile, Ferrothorn, I'm not sure how good it would be in VGC. Because you'd be looking at like lava plumes and flamethrowers. I don't know. Maybe.
As top trainers compete together in Yokohama.
I'm just saying, like, if you had a defensive enough Pokemon that just has no other way of killing things.
Yeah. In Smogon, those one-hit kill moves are banned. However, in Pokemon's official thing, this one Pokemon is running Fissure very successfully because it's able to stay on the field for so long.
Thanks, Chris. Rikia Watanabe here from the Pokemon Company.
This is some young blood.
To celebrate the Pokemon World Championships 2023, we've begun a number of events here in Yokohama Minatomirai.
This isn't super exciting. However, I do like the background. It's all a green screen, right?
Visitors can experience the atmosphere and Pokemon
of
each region in the Pokemon world.
So more than likely, you're dealing with like a floor and ceiling that's green screen.
These are all really cute. Are these actually drawn on the wall?
No.
They're just all like...
These are like, those are pretty
camera nonsense, whatever the hell they are.
From August 11th to 13th, stop on by the Pokemon Trainer Cruise.
There's a cruise now.
There are many spaces
oh god.
where Pokemon trainers from around the world can gather and
it's the same vibes as like our casino. Like we'll give people free cruise trips, and it's the most expensive free cruise you'll ever go on, is what I say. Because
There are
the
many
entire
more
ship
events
is a
being
casino,
held,
and you can't
including
leave for
Pikachu
2
parties.
weeks.
Yeah.
We hope you'll enjoy a
Just
fantastic summer
enjoy
together
whatever
with
water
Pokemon
amenities there
Yokohama
are.
Minatomida.
Drink, I guess.
For more
fucking know.
details, please visit the special events website.
How much money do you have to
Finally,
spend to get
I
away a
think Chris
free
and I
cruise,
would both
probably?
like to say,
Otanoshimi.
Oh, probably a bunch.
We actually
But it
have
doesn't
one
matter.
more
We could
video
give it away to
related the
anybody.
2023
It doesn't
Pokemon
matter.
World
We make
Championships
money
to
on
share.
everybody that we give a cruise to.
Hi, I'm Andy Ghost from the Pokemon Company International.
Who
We're
the hell's this
thrilled
guy?
to bring the Pokemon world together for the premiere of our newest short animated series, Pokemon Path to the Peak, at the Pacifico Yokohama on August 11th.
I'm gonna try to turn off the
alongside
subtitles. Hopefully that
Pokemon
doesn't
World
turn off the
Championship.
subtitles for the people speaking.
Pokemon Path to the Peak is a tale
Japanese.
that brings the Pokemon trading
Actually,
card
there's
game to
English
life as you've
transcriptions
never seen
over
before.
it, so it's fine.
Set in the compelling world of competitive Pokemon trading card game play, it's the story of our hero Ava, who discovers her natural
Aw,
talent alongside her
that's
partner
cute.
Pokemon Oddish. With the support of family, community, and newfound friends,
That's actually
she
really
sets her
cute.
goal
I was
to
gonna make
rise
fun
to
of
the
this guy,
very
but he's
top.
actually just writing a children's
Here's a sneak
story
peek.
about a girl competing in Pokemon trading cards.
I know it's tough moving to a new place, but think of it as a new start. Try new things, make new friends, and eventually you'll find your place.
Challenge accepted!
Which one's TM10?
Welcome to the Pokemon
I
Club!
don't know.
All play together?
Ice Beam?
That's awesome!
I know, right?
So the new girl can play. But how would you do in a real
Yo, the sick gawk.
competition with
Oh, wait,
This is
is
how
this-
you're gonna
champions on
get.
the line?
Is this like not a book? Is this like actually
This is a show, I think.
Oh, that's cute. Wow. That's neat.
That's how you're gonna get your
Pokemon Path to
trading
the
card
Peak.
game. Is if that
Episode
gives
1 will
enough
also
steam
be
and like
available globally on YouTube
interest,
August
they'll
11th.
make a game
We
out
can't
of
wait
that
for
show.
you and all
God,
your
that
friends
would be
and family to
fucking
join us
sick.
on the journey.
I'd be all over that. Just a story mode Pokemon trading card
The
game
first
again.
ever Pokemon World Championship.
That'd be
was
so
hosted in
cool. It'd be
Japan
like
is
real
nearly
life.
upon
It'd be
us.
people
We
just
hope
like
everyone
chilling
is
out.
looking forward
It wouldn't
to
be this random nonsense where there's a fucking
Next up,
card
we have
island.
The latest on the return of that tough-talking Pikachu.
It'd have like some heart to it. I'm a sucker for that shit.
The name's
Speaking of
Peter
stuff I'm a
Detective.
sucker for.
And I'm what you might
Sure,
call
shit.
a great detective. I live and work
Detective
here in
tip
Rhyme
number
City,
34.
where humans and Pokemon live side by side. Everyone loves it here, and not just because the coffee's outstanding. When I'm not busy,
I don't know, people saying that the graphics don't look any better than the 3DS version. I think they're not paying too much attention. They look a little bit better. They look, there's a little bit more stuff going on. It's busy.
All right. I guess I can.
It's
open up
stylized.
A little.
I mean, it doesn't look a lot better than the 3DS
Oh
version.
no, it doesn't look a lot
however,
better, but
He's my partner at the moment.
I gotta be honest, the
For some
graphics are
reason,
the least of my
Tim can
concerns with
understand what I'm
Pokemon.
saying,
Sure, it'd be nice if it
even
looked
though
great,
he's human.
and Tim looks a little bit
This guy right
gormless
here
there,
is
but
Harry. He's
I mean, it's the
Tim's
same way I
dad,
feel
you
about
can
any
believe it.
Pokemon game that I
And then we
play.
got Tim's mom,
None of them
Irene,
look good.
and
Hey,
his
Tim.
little sister, Sophia. There's also Rachel, who goes to college with Tim. Well, speaking of Rachel, her
oh
dad,
shit, he's in
Howard,
college now?
He's actually the mayor of Rhyme City.
Oh, look how evil that guy
And I
is.
barely scratched the surface of all the interesting
Maybe Rose spoiled me, but Howard looks a little fucking evil there.
Let me give you the gist of what me and Tim do. Whenever an incident occurs,
What happened to that
Tim
girl
comes
reporter
to
he
me.
knew?
I
She's
talk
probably in
to
the game somewhere.
Pokemon, and we work together using our case notebook to deduce what happened. When
This game was so
investigating a
fun.
scene,
It's
we're
just
total
such a
pros at finding
stupid,
everything,
silly little game
but
that I
even
like
pros
a lot.
gotta take it easy every so often.
I want
You
more
can
stuff
count
like
on
this
us to
so
solve even
badly.
the toughest cases in a flash.
Pokemon doesn't do side games anymore, though.
Not as much,
Like, this
no.
is
Sometimes other Pokemon help us with our
What makes
investigations.
this one so cool is it's so much more story focused.
She
There's
found
dialogue.
suspects with her
There's
sensitive
actually
touch.
like an attempt to make like
And Dr.
jokes that aren't
Manatan
all
here
attached to
packs a
Pokemon.
pulverizing punch. All kinds of Pokemon lend us a hand.
It's really silly.
How can I
like-
forget
it's a good
the
time.
Hi-Hat Cafe? It's a famous coffee house in Rhyme City, and I'm their best customer. Oh, that first cup in the morning really hits the spot.
Cafe mechanic.
Looks like trouble's brewing. We just can't catch a break. Seems like another
Tim
big
should really
mystery's
like invest
unfolding
in getting
the
a full
city.
team of Pokemon
We just
instead
wanna
of just
find
like this
Harry
worthless
already.
Detective Pikachu.
If you want to know what happens, you gotta wait till October 6th, okay?
Oh, I'm waiting.
Isn't it
Okay,
obvious?
okay.
That's the release
Here's the
date
thing.
for
He
Detective
talks to the
Pikachu
Pokemon,
returns.
Tim talks to the humans.
Let's solve
Can
some
can
mysteries
Pikachu
together.
like talk to all humans or just Tim?
Just him. To everyone else, he
Okay.
sounds like a normal Pikachu.
Tough
Gotcha.
talking,
I had to make sure because I was like, is
Yeah.
Tim even important? Can
Self-described
Pikachu just be
great
going around
detective
solving
Pikachu
this
works
himself?
together with his partner,
No,
to
he's
solve
pretty
cases
important because he
around
talks
town.
to the Pokemon.
No, I know. I'm
Detective
saying that
Pikachu
if
Returns for
if
Nintendo
Pikachu
Switch
could talk to
systems
humans
is
and
now
Pokemon,
available for
Pikachu could just
pre-order.
do it alone.
Oh,
He doesn't
yeah.
need Tim.
No, he's pretty fucking
Retailers
useless.
and online stores.
Okay.
He is fat and lazy. He kind of needs Tim around because he has
Check
long
it out.
legs and can move places
Uncover for
faster.
yourself the truth behind the strange
This is
cases
not your
these
average
two
Pikachu.
mustaches.
This is a Gen 1 Pikachu times like 5.
Next, we have a number of announcements and
He's a
updates to
fat
share with
ass.
you.
A good guy, though. Uh-oh, something that looks somewhat cool. It's probably related to anime. Oh, they're doing this again. This is like what they did with Arceus. Where they're doing like a mini series thing. Or no, this is the anime still.
It's the actual anime. Yeah.
Okay. Why are they doing something else with the anime? I hope
not even
I hope
sure-
that GS Ball does more than what it did. GS Ball.
Yeah.
From what little bits I've seen,
Quaxley fans crying.
yeah, it looks fine. No qualms. I swear there are more shiny Rayquaza in anime and the games than there is actual Rayquaza.
Dude, Jotaro Kujo, Pikachu. The fuck?
Oh, you haven't known that that Pikachu's been wearing that hat this whole time?
No. Not
Yeah,
for the anime.
the old guy, he runs around with a Pikachu. I think he's called like Cat and Pikachu or some shit like that.
Is once again holding multiple Pokemon
Oh, here's what I expected. Pokemon Go.
Don't worry, Emily, you got content for you.
New York City.
Ooh.
On August 26th,
If you're in the United Kingdom, Osaka, or like Central Asia, in the nearest
digital event that can be
during the vacation.
No.
Not
Saturday
really.
the 26th and 27th in New York.
Actually, no, it's just before the vacation. Okay.
We're not even that far from New York. We're not gonna go on a detour.
That's before the vacation,
Oh,
so
and one more thing.
she'd have to ask Allie for a plane ride early. Yo, look at that sick merchandise. Yo, it's shoes. Whoa.
I don't think that "and one more thing" applies to this.
Yo, look at that sick. What do they call shoes? What's like the meme? What are they called?
Drip? I don't know.
Well, drip's like clothing in general. I think there's like a specific thing for shoes.
Kicks? I don't know.
Kicks? Yeah, kicks. Kicks is probably accurate. They didn't show the socks or the feet. They were probably like, no. We'll just show the shoes.
First discovered in the Paldea region will be appearing in
risky.
Pokemon Go.
The whole
Choose
chat would
your
have
adventure
exploded.
And head out in search of Pokemon from every
Look at all those Poliwags! Yo, I want to know what that guy's got up in the top left
2023
corner.
Pokemon World Championships and more Pokemon making their Pokemon Go debut. As we continue through Pokemon Go's 7th year, your adventures will only continue to
7
expand with
years.
the entire world as your stage.
7 years of adding rates to the main series game.
Pokemon Unite recently celebrated.
Wait,
its
it's only 2 years old?
Allow us to introduce some current events.
God.
First is a new type of battle, Panic Parade.
That makes me actually feel younger than I thought.
Protect Tinkaton from an
I thought it was
onslaught of
like
wild
3.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I thought it was like 3 too.
Plus, the legendary Pokemon.
Of course, they said it's the second. We celebrated the second anniversary recently, but that could be them thinking like 6 months ago because they're crazy.
Mewtwo wasn't in the game already? That's crazy.
Nah, because they do all kinds of weird fucking characters.
Which allows Mewtwo to Mega Evolve into Mega Mewtwo Y. As Mega Mewtwo Y, you'll be able to battle differently than Mega Mewtwo X.
No shit.
Pokemon Unite will continue to evolve even after its 2nd anniversary. Please look forward to more Pokemon joining
Okay.
the fray.
That's cool, I guess, or something. I don't know. Is that cool?
All players can participate.
Are players happy that there's more pay-to-win shit in the game?
And after this broadcast ends,
I feel like the people that like Unite
3-day
probably
limited license for what the fuck does that mean?
It means you can play as Mewtwo for 3 days for free, but then after that you have to buy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
this is a great chance to get popular holoware for Pokemon like Pikachu and Cinderace.
Cosmetics.
Pokemon Unite's 2nd anniversary.
God.
Oh man, Pokemon battling. It's so much
Ash,
better.
is that you?
So much more fun than I ever even
Yeah, what
knew.
is Ash?
Kind of. Is this like...
Let's have us a fruitful battle.
Is this Nemona?
That's
Oh, okay, that makes
Oh,
sense. Gotcha.
There you go.
God, imagine if that was in the game.
We hope you'll enjoy seeing her.
Wouldn't that add so much to her being like an absolute psychopath? Just having like this cutesy girl voice, and then she just suddenly goes like, "Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be
let's
blunt
go."
with you. I actually think that if they did actual voice acting for Nemona and try to make her crazy, they'd fuck it up.
Oh no, they'd manage it. There's plenty of girls that could do a nice crazy voice.
No, I know, but I don't think they would do that. I think they'd intentionally like cast her to not sound too crazy because they don't want to like scare people.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
Celebrate Nemona's debut. Battle against Nemona.
Yeah, maybe.
To earn gems. Plus, starting August
Like the voice actress would probably want to do it that way, then they go, no, hold on, let's reshoot that. You can't go like, we don't want to scare people, alright?
anyone who completes this event
Victor. Does he have a British voice? I guess we don't get that one. I know that, what's her name got one.
The pro tags for Gen 9 are genuinely the most boring looking pro tags ever.
They're designed to be whatever you want to do with them, pretty much, but yeah.
Except they don't even let you customize their costume.
They kind of do, but not really. Because the uniform, you have to keep school uniform.
But even look at like what Persona can do with just like a school uniform and how you can like vary that up. You don't get that. You get a different color jacket.
No, wait! It's the mimicry Pokemon Tatsugiri, now visiting the cafe in Pokemon Cafe Remix.
You know, until that animation, I didn't realize that that's like what the belly.
I love their faces. God, I love the art in this game so much. I wish it was actually good.
I'm sure it's fine. I mean,
I'm sure it's fine for what it is. I just wish it was something that appealed to me. Every time. Oh my god, that's a fucking adorable Jigglypuff.
Also giving away a special summer fun Jigglypuff.
If I ever make another Pokemon campaign, I'll definitely have these as like variants. Instead of shinies, you'll just be able to find the cafe versions. Like, imagine finding that little fucker on the right and being like, yes. Look how cute they are.
Play Pokemon Cafe Remix on Nintendo Switch
God
or your mobile
damn it.
device and discover what new Pokemon and outfits may show up in your cafe next.
Okay, well, we're 18 minutes in, Zuper.
18 minutes in, nothing crazy for me.
Yay, that's cool. Hey, can you get the sequel, please? Wait, wasn't this already here?
I thought it was.
Yeah, this was already here, wasn't it? They already mentioned this. Aw, you tricked me.
As the main character, you'll search
I got excited because I'm like, oh, this is new. No, it's not. Already is. Also, this is already on the 3DS as well, so this isn't actually that surprising. Make a nice translation of the sequel.
And we have even more good news.
Alright, that's good. Stadium 2 is way better than the first one in terms of, like, the content. You can do a lot more with the rentals. A lot of them suck, but there's a lot more that are okay. I will be looking forward to the imported cheese streams. I will be looking forward to Worcester not playing the game and just playing his original copy. Because there's no reason to. Also, get ready to be forced to use the rentals.
The 2 titles you see here will be available shortly after this
That's fine. I
presentation.
never
actually,
fucking...
you can play the Game Boy one without the expansion pack. Nice.
Pokemon Sleep, a game that makes waking up something to look forward to, was released last month. When you
Pokemon
track
Sleep,
your
a game that lets
your
us harvest
results
your
will
data,
determine which
but you
styles
consent.
you'll find Pokemon sleeping in. You may find Pokemon with rare sleep styles. So try to rest your very best and study the many sleep styles waiting to be discovered.
I honestly cannot
Also
fathom
preparing
who gives a
good
shit.
Sleep Day in-game event for the night of the
I
full
mean,
moon, in case
they
some
saw
people
everyone
prefer to
typing
get enough sleep.
ZZZZZ into the chat, and they're like, shit, these people are sleeping. We need to get them a
Hope you
sleep
can get
game.
enough sleep.
I
Even on
fully
such nights,
can't imagine
we're
who is
powering up drowsy
getting
power on good sleep
excited
days, so you can
about
meet even
getting
more
different
Pokemon.
sleep styles.
It is apparently kinda technical and kinda cool. I don't care. I don't
Try
really
to
need to
get
know.
your
I
very
sleep
best
fine.
rest together with Pokemon Sleep.
I don't get enough sleep, but when I do sleep, I sleep fine. So, it's not for me.
And next, we turn to the latest updates about the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. The newest games.
Boy, we are
Pokemon
really
series
we are
released in
really
November
hoping that
last
the
year.
last bit here has
Please
like
have a look
even
at
a
this
droplet of
No,
something.
actually, Russ, right before they said that, I was like, well, we haven't heard about the fucking main series yet, so you can bet your ass that they're gonna somehow save that for the end, and
They're
that's
not.
gonna be disappointing.
They're not.
They're not.
There's enough time. It's right here.
So that means that if this is here, there's something else later.
That
that'll
looks
also
really
disappoint
pretty. I
me.
wish the actual game looked like that. Look how beautiful this looks. Go ahead, cut to in-game graphics. Cut to in-game graphics. You can do it. Wow, this looks amazing. I sure wish there were in-game cutscenes that looked like this. It's not even that the game doesn't look like this. It's that the in-game cutscenes don't even try to look like this.
It wouldn't be that hard to make some pre-rendered anime cutscenes.
No, because they do it all the fucking time. They just don't do it for the games. Because they rush the little shit out of it. Oh.
We will release
another-
an online
okay, it's a web
original
series.
animated
Cool.
series set
Those
in
are
the
usually
Paldean
pretty good.
region.
Yeah, that's what I thought the other one
The
was.
name of the series is Pokemon Paldean Winds.
Yeah, those are always fun.
This original
I enjoy those.
story will depict the youthful drama of several academy students as they come into their own, growing and learning.
My
as they
favorite
attend
drama
school.
was the part where
We hope
a
you'll be
couple
excited to
students
see
got
Paldea
bullied.
brought to life in this
The
animated
entire
series.
school figured out about it, and every single teacher quit. Every single
We
one,
have
just all of
another
them left
Pokemon
at once.
Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video to share with you all.
Just a 100% turnover rate of the entire faculty staff. Okay, what do we have here? Is this the DLC?
This looks like a trading card thing. You don't just have Mewtwo
yeah.
3D rendered without it being the TCG.
This looks very TCG-ish.
I feel like I haven't
I'm
seen a
gonna
good
fucking
3D render of Mewtwo.
Why is he so pissed at Mew?
Because he's always pissed at someone. He has to be pissed at someone. And honestly, why is Mew even remotely serious? It normally just plays around with Mewtwo.
It kind of is. Jesus Christ, Mewtwo, you don't have to do that. Poor guy. Cards are everything. Challenge everything. Mewtwo, are you okay? Who hurt you? Actually, we know who hurt you. Just get Mewtwo. Oh, just get.
We'll be holding
That-
an event called Get
all
Mew
that for
and
that?
Mewtwo.
Okay.
Add Mew to your
The
team
event is
and
called
challenge a Mewtwo
Get
from
Mew
Legends
and Mewtwo. What do you
the
mean?
mythical Pokemon Mew and the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. These two longtime rivals are bringing their fierce battles to Paldea.
Get him. Get Mew and Mewtwo. They've never been
Right
released
now,
before.
You can add
You
Mewtwo
don't
to
have
your
like
team
eight
and
of
use
them from the
password in
different other
mystery gift
times.
menu in your
It's
game.
just a mystery gift menu. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hashtag my very own Mew.
Enjoy
Your
adventuring
very
in the
own
Paldea
Mew.
region with a Mew that's
For the
evolved
100th time.
Meanwhile, the legendary Pokemon
Pokemon,
will be appearing
you
in
really
Terra
just
Raid Battle
make
Event.
this shit for no fucking reason, and then you make the actual game look like.
No, but Ross, you can get Mewtwo, right? You do have to beat it in a fucking Terra Raid battle.
That is harder than it sounds, because it's probably gonna crash about 3 times before you manage
Number of
to.
other Terra Raid battle events. that'll help you
Sometimes you lower its health, and then its health
train
raises,
your Mew
and then it
together with
relowers
your
because it has to
allies
readjust.
take on Mewtwo.
Don't worry,
Sometimes,
we saved you
This
some
event is
partner
slated to begin
Pokemon,
on
including
September
a
1st. We hope you'll take part
sometimes
in this
the event just
Cosmic
fucking
Power
lags,
Soul
but
Rock.
because it. Sometimes the event lags, but because the servers just suck so much, like, it just. The Pokemon keeps attacking even though it's lagging and there's nothing you can do.
titled The Hidden Treasure of Area
And so you just lose because the net
Yeah.
play is just dog shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, what's this Pokemon event? Get Totem Pokemon.
Get that ugly piece of shit.
Oh, they're putting their logo on this one. They're proud of this one. I mean, this is the DLC, but like, yeah. That sure is in-game gameplay. It's pretty, I guess. I mean, she's pretty, I'll say that.
They have, like... In the trailer stuff, they show the person wearing a non-school uniform, and then here we are, in-game gameplay, same shitty, ugly school
You can
uniform.
probably wear a Yukata, at least if you get the DLC. I mean, it looks fine, whatever. The legendary Pokemon look really stupid,
Oh, all of them look bad for this one.
but that's whatever.
Is that like a candied apple, Applin? It doesn't look like a
think
normal
so. Which is cute, I guess. It's a big fuck. I'm sure the music will be great. So, you know, enjoy the music. I'm just waiting for the day where, like, Emily plays one of these DLCs, and then she comes out and is just like, guys, that was the best story since Pokemon, or since Persona 5 Royal. I'm like, what? Just some really off-the-cuff, like, insane claim. It's like, are you... Really? Oh, shit. She's like, yeah, no, I'm serious, Ross.
Then you play it and it's dog shit. And
No. If she said that, I'd trust her opinion on it. I'd be like, all right. That's a high praise. I mean, I think she said that this was the best Pokemon story, but I've heard conflicting opinions on that. So I would have to take a peek.
See, I don't know,
myself.
dude. Don't fucking fry your Pokeball. That's just brutal. Anyway,
Fry your Pokemon in a Pokeball. We still technically have time for one more announcement. Maybe.
Yeah, they'll do like some half-baked bullshit at the end.
They might not.
Maybe.
They might just show off a trailer for the other Pokemon DLC. What are they doing too?
Well, they are showing a trailer for both right now.
Oh my god, that thing looks so stupid. Why does Raikou have a giant giraffe head?
Oh. Let's see.
That's a cute looking thing. It's like a UFO turtle. Hey, isn't that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yeah.
Pokemon Skart and Volt.
I feel like I've seen the same trailer for these DLCs
several
about
times,
100
just from
times.
different angles.
Down in
Yes,
the land of Kitakami.
you are correct.
Pokemon trainers waiting to battle you.
Raikou and Cobalion. Man, Cobalion has to be like one of the most underutilized fucking legendaries of all
Let's take a
time.
closer look at what we just saw.
No, let's not actually. Let's move
No,
on.
I mean, if one of the three legendary fucking musketeers existed, that I can't remember, it's Terrakion, the fucking weird bulldog shitlord.
Terrakion, I remember because it's competitively a beast. Nobody fucks with Terrakion.
The teal mask.
That fucker did some work. Virizion is, like, not competitively good, but at least it gets a little bit more going on, and Keldeo has the bronies.
It looks cool, and it's Verizon, so you remember it. But
Cobalion is, like, the leader, kind of. It's, like, the one that actually gets relevance in the story.
I remember Cobalion because I actually fucking see Cobalion in the game.
Yeah, you see it, and you get to catch it pretty early compared to the other ones.
In the land of Kitakami,
And it's strong. It's good typing. Steel fighting is pretty beastly. Only problem is it's just like it's not that good and nobody cares. It's not bad enough to be Virizion. It's not amazing enough to be Terrakion. It's not brony enough to be the Keldeo.
In battle, Kieran uses a new evolution of Applin.
Oh, it's an evolution.
Diplin, a Pokemon that looks a lot like a candy apple. You'll set out on a tour of Kitakami to learn all about a folktale passed down in this land.
That's an old man.
This folktale
I think this is the rest of it.
Yeah, I think this is the rest of it.
Maybe there's like a 30-second to minute teaser trailer, but I can already feel someone applying the clown makeup. So I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
Inspired by the tale of the Loyal Three and the Ogre.
Like, not only do they have bad designs, they have bad names. Okie dokie? What do you mean?
Okie dokie doopity doo.
Hope you'll all dive in and find out.
I have balanced stats and they're not for you. I'll probably be a competitive menace. Get kicked off Smogan, and I don't know what rhymes with menace.
Dude, fucking Ogie Dogie is good and competitive.
Tao Lure, or the fuck its name is good and competitive. They have some dumb names.
In the Ogre Oustin minigame, you can pop ogre balloons and try for a high score.
That looks miserable.
As a reward, you'll get your Pokemon grow strong.
You gotta ride around in your bicycle and break balloons. Oh, I bet it's really frustrating. There's gonna be like a high platinum reward, and someone's gonna go ape shit trying to get it.
Oh, and this is how you have. This is what you have to do if you want to set, like, do EV trading and shit.
It's faster, so I'm fine with it. Here's what you actually do, though. Just cheat. Who the fuck cares? I know there are people who are like, no, I did it legit. Just like, what's wrong with you? Please, just cheat. Everyone's doing it. Just cheat the Pokemon in that you want.
Director Cyrano of Blueberry Academy, your academy's sister school, will invite you to visit as an exchange student. This is Blueberry Academy, where your story will unfold. Amazingly enough,
why is this our sister school? It's in the what?
Because it's the closest one. I don't know.
The closest. It's in the middle of the goddamn ocean.
Nobody wants to be near the Scarlet and Violet Island. It's very laggy and barren. We don't know why a bunch of people moved there.
The rough and rugged canyon biome and the freezing polar biome. A total of 4 artificially created areas. Each of these areas is home to many different Pokemon.
It's a really neat concept, but I bet the regions are called like Area 1, Area 2.
For me, it's like, that would make a fun, actual, not like a DLC, actual game. Like, hey, it's a relatively small, if they want to be lazy, right, it's a very small region, but then you fill it with shit. It's packed and interesting.
You know what that's like? That's like the final level in Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, kind of, but the...
In the DLC. The one we barely touched.
Well, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying how this DLC actually plays is like that.
Yeah.
But
it's neat.
I'm saying you could do something with this premise if you like committed to it more than a DLC.
That thing already has good stats, so this thing must have some pretty fucking stupid stats. Or very similar stats, actually.
Lets your Koraidon or Miraidon fly around temporarily. Perhaps this latent power will be fully unlocked someday.
Maybe if we get that far, we don't know.
One of the extracurricular activities.
We don't know. Maybe we'll have the sword mechanic, but that's for us to figure out later.
It even has its own club room.
Do you get to play skee-ball?
As you please.
I think that's a treadmill.
Oh, but if you play the old version, then you get like some. Okay, actually, no,
In
there's
this
old
room,
stylist.
you can find new ways to have fun, such as by changing up your Pokeball throwing style.
You have to pay $30 to change how you throw a Pokeball.
At one point during your studies here, you'll be able to invite trainers from Paldea to be your special instructors.
Sure.
You can spend time with
You could do that for free just by playing a regular Sun and Moon. Pokemon, what are you doing?
Back to Paldea. What could the hidden treasure of Area Zero possibly be?
What could the hidden treasure of this direct possibly be, you think, Super? Was it Detective Pikachu? That's what it was for me. Except it wasn't that hidden. It was actually very in the open.
We hope you look forward to
it was nothing for me.
Maybe it's certain art we will find on a certain website after.
There's not that many new characters. I don't know if there's any good roleplay before.
We now have the release date for Part 1.
I've seen all those characters.
September 13th. Give it a month.
For more news on
for the first one.
Enjoy it, everybody who wants to.
We hope you look
and if you want to change how you throw your Pokeball, you gotta wait until winter for that.
New encounters awaiting you there.
Not only do you have to pay $30, you also have to wait 6 months.
That's all.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. No mystery dungeon ever. Just to go home. Bye.
Bye. That's it. Nothing exciting today.
No X and Y. No mystery dungeon. No Pokemon Snap. Whatever. No, no nothing. Just, I'm not sure I have the heart to watch Imported Cheese react to the Pokemon Red Light. to the...
Okay. Who would ever choose Courtney?
Anybody in chat saying mid, they're honestly more satisfied with it than I was.
Mid? What do you mean mid?
What do you mean mid? Where was the positive part?
Okay, here's what I'll say. Detective Pikachu carried that direct, but I already knew about that, so that was nothing. That was nothing.
Doesn't count. That's nothing.
Yeah. So that I'm happy about that. I'm happy to see some more stuff from Detective Pikachu. I don't care what the fuck is in it. I'm gonna support the game anyway because I'm an idiot. I truly just have absolute garbage taste. Never get angry at my opinions about everything because they're not worth anything. Is the true secret. This is the true pepperoni secret. My opinions being jack shit. But
yeah, I mean, I don't even.
So
I actually can't think of a single thing that was displayed in that direct that I'll even buy or care about.
Here's the direct. Let me use my mind powers to remember everything from the direct. All right. So there's a tournament coming up, right?
Shitty mobile game.
Hold up. Whoa. You're going too fast. You got to go in order. There's a Pokemon tournament, right? Then there was a shitty mobile game. Then there was another shitty... Okay, I guess you weren't actually going too fast. Then there were shoes. There were shoes. There's new shoes. And then there's Pokemon Go, which is not a shitty mobile game sometimes. Then there was Detective Pikachu. There was the Pokemon trading card game show, which looked cool. The anime, which is fine. The Pokemon TCG Game Boy Color game that keep re-releasing because they'll never actually make another new one. There was Pokemon Stadium 2, which I don't know why they're releasing that. They're just proving to people that they could do 3D models if they ship it off to a different company and that look way better than their current ones. Then there's the DLC, and that was it, I think. Did I miss anything?
I mean, no, yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. Shitty mobile game. I need to say that one more time, because we had...
I'm sure there was at least one other one.
Unite, the cafe game, which is not technically... It's a shitty game. Then there's the one other...
Sleep, probably,
Sleep.
unless
That's not
there's
a
another.
Well, no, he called it a game. He said it's a new game that
Yeah, he did call it a game.
to wake up to. Yeah, so if he calls it a game, I officially get to call it a shitty mobile game. So yeah, one more. Pokemon Sleep. That was the direct. God. Do we even link it to him, or do we just say, literally don't even bother? I think they would appreciate us just saying don't bother. Don't even let them get their hopes up for 40 minutes. Just tell them don't bother. Right? I'm perfectly willing to spoil that and just say, literally, don't bother. We're not going to let you sit through 40 minutes of garbage. Don't bother.
Don't bother. There's nothing of value in there.
Literally watch... no, the reaction isn't even worth it. It's not anything... Nothing funny happens. Don't bother. You aren't interested in anything that's in there, except maybe the Pokemon Go Direct or thing that's happening, like, right before vacation.
I mean, maybe they're interested in the fucking DLCs. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I think the thing I was the most interested about there and the entire thing, even beyond the jokey Pokemon Detective Pikachu, was just Stadium 2. I'm interested in a game that came out 22 fucking years ago. It's like, what the fuck is the point? Why did I watch a direct? I don't care about any of the modern shit. I just want to play games from 24 to 22 years ago. And Detective Pikachu 2.
Every time that a direct comes out, we just hope that it's like, maybe they'll announce a side game. You know? Just side games.
There was that one time they did Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1 remake. That was kind of cool.
Just side games. Really, that's what the Pokemon... I think that's what's kind of like slowly dulled my opinion. I don't even care. The main series is fine. I don't really give a shit. That's fine. For me,
the more games that come out, the less I care about the main series. Games are not meant to like go to 10.
But for me, what was always fun about the Pokemon series, they had fun side games.
Yeah.
But they've just been devoting all their assets into fucking shitty mobile games that nobody wants to play. So they aren't making side games now.
No, they're not. They're not making as many side games, and when they are very safe. I mean, Pokemon Snap is probably the most they spun off lately.
It was fine.
But it was also just a remake of a game that already existed. They already had the blueprints. But, you know, it was fine. I heard people didn't love it, but it was okay.
It wasn't great. I mean, I don't know if you want to...
I guess Arceus, is that spin off enough? It didn't spin too far.
I consider Arceus to be essentially just main series.
It's basically just the main series. And it's fine. it's fine.
It released as a main series, essentially.
Fine.
So whatever.
It's a fine game.
Between Gen 8 and Gen 9, it acted as a fucking...
stopgap.
Yeah, it's basically main series.
Why was there even a point for a stopgap, though? They just barreled through anyway and released a buggy mess.
They have to release every single 2 years, roughly.
They didn't have to, because they already released a game that year. It was called the Gen 4 remakes!
Well, but the Gen 4 remakes were really bad, so you need to understand.
So why release 2?
You need to understand. The Gen 4 remakes were so bad that they had to put something else up.
I think I might rather play the Gen 4 remakes than Arceus. I don't know. I didn't like Arceus very much. It was okay.
Arceus was like fun for a while, but I felt like it went too long.
It was way too long. I got bored.
And
like after the first draw, I'm like, all right, so what happens to... Oh, it's the same thing.
And it was also like kind of sad for me in the context of like, wow, it sure was fun catching Pokemon until every Pokemon... Like, it was neat that all the Pokemon had, like, different natures, and they reacted differently. And then after the second area, all the Pokemon act exactly the same. They're all angry, and they want to kill you. and that's fine. But
I feel like it was just Bidoof and Starly acted differently. Starly ran away. Bidoof was just a fuck who didn't care about anything.
But I was like, so if they were just going to be angry the whole time, they should have just been angry the whole time. Why was there ever an introduction to them being like having, oh, some Pokemon react this way?
Yeah,
some
remember
react
like
another.
Monster Hunter, where once you got to the later areas, all the Aptonoth just suddenly started kicking the shit out of you.
I mean, hey, that's what it's like going from Monster Hunter World to Monster Hunter GU. GU, the fucking small monsters hate your guts.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. You know, we just have a Pokemon Monster Hunter crossover. I just want to go, like, kill a giant Mamoswine. I think that sounds like fun. Carve its meat, wear its skin. Yum yum. My problem with Arceus is just thinking about this. Emily completed the Pokedex. I completed part of it, and I'm honestly like reflecting back on that. I'm like, that was really boring. She completed it, which if you enjoyed that, more power to you. I did not. That was really, really boring. I guess she didn't do everything that like a Pokemon has to do in order to like complete it, but like
I don't know. It was just for me like it was fun to like have this sort of like ecological study theme. All that look, all the fucking study of the Pokemon behavior. And then it's like, oh wow, it turns out that they're all the same in reality. They're all the same fucking thing. Whoa.
I mean, there's that. There's also the fact that like since you're the only person who's like actually super interested in completing the Pokedex, everyone else is either afraid or they're like passingly curious.
Or they're just like, oh, hey, my version of God is this. Oh, no, but my God is this.
I don't know. It's a very interesting game, but it's a step in the right direction. Yeah.
I don't even know about
I don't know how many times they have to step in the right direction before they actually get somewhere, but, you know, that's okay. That's fine. It's a great Pokemon game for some people.
And I think the weird thing about, like, Legends Arceus for me is that a lot of people will say, like, oh man, Legends Arceus was the best Pokemon game they've released in forever. And then you look at their playtime, and none of these people saying that have even fucking gotten remotely close to beating the game. And I'm like, so it wasn't
here's what
that
I will
good.
say. It actually is the best main series Pokemon game they've released, at least since Gen 8. So
I don't know. In my opinion, if you complete a game, it's better than a game you didn't complete. Because you had the perseverance to keep playing.
I guess I did beat Gen 8, huh? God, what the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I finish that game?
I don't know. You finished it, though. So clearly you enjoyed it more than Arceus.
I did the post-game. The post-game barely existed. But I did the Sword Burton Shieldward shit.
Yeah. Whether or not you had fun with it, you certainly had the perseverance to keep going where you didn't with Arceus.
Liked the Pokemon. I liked the new ones. They were kind of fun. I like some of the new ones in Gen 9. They're cool, too. I like the Pokemon from Arceus. I really don't hate the Pokemon. The Pokemon are fine. It's just the gameplay. I think after 10 games of just the same gameplay, it's gotten very stale. But I don't know. I was playing Black and White 2 earlier. That was fun. I enjoyed it. It was casual. It's not like the best thing I've ever played in my life. I was skipping through the story because I truly don't care. But like, you know, it's Pokemon. Using none of the Pokemon I had the option to use, or the ones that I'm currently using, are anything I have not used before in a playthrough. Not a single one of them.
Well, that's never gonna happen for you because, you know.
Not always. I mean, there's plenty of Gen 8 Pokemon I haven't used in a playthrough, plenty of Gen 9.
Oh, no,
like,
what I'm saying is, like, that game doesn't have up to Gen 8.
Once you get up to, like, Gen 6, I've used everything in a playthrough before.
I know, that's why you'll not find anything in Blaze Black 2 Redux that you haven't used before, because it's all up to Gen 6.
I've probably never used a Young Goose in a playthrough, so...
But there's no Gen 7 Mons in there.
Yeah. Reborn really helped with that. Reborn really helped.
I don't even think it has anything. Crazy. I think it only has up to Gen 5 in there. It's just every Pokemon
has their Gen 5 shit going on, which is neat. has new moves, yada yada yada. I mean, because like they'd have to do the sprite work, which some people have done sprite work for new Pokemon using Gen 5 animations, which is really cool. I'm not someone who believes that Gen 5 animation is the way of the future, by the way. I think we could do just fine with 3D models. It just needs to
I mean, I think Gen 5 is the most aesthetically pleasing it has been. That doesn't mean it's that doesn't mean that's what we should strive for. It just means that's what it.
Yes and no, at least from the main series. From spin-offs, I would say that actually lands on like Battle Revolution / XD Gale of Darkness was the best. But also like I'm very picky when it comes to like move animations, and a lot of Battle Revolution move animations look really dumb by comparison to how they look in XD versus Stadium. Sometimes I prefer how the moves look in one of them, and sometimes I prefer how they look in the other. Like, what's one that's really dumb? Fucking... I think Stone Edge looks really stupid in Battle Revolution. It looks like Psychic Rocks, if that makes any sense. It looks really dumb. I'm not going to look that up, though. I won't be able to find it. Point is, 3D Pokemon looks great when it's done by a company that cares. Really hard
I think if Game Freak was given 3 to 4 years to make a game instead of 2, they might care, but they don't. Because they can't.
That has been proven, in fact. Gen 1 took 6 years. That game is insane for the time it was released.
I think Game Freak would care if they had time to, and also were willing to spend a bit more money on people.
I think they would care if they had an incentive to care. But they currently do not. They can release games. They put passion in small doses in places. There's definitely some passionate people on the team. It takes passion to make your Jigglypuffs and your Hoppips go soaring in the wind. Just lovingly stupid nonsense like that is great. But it's also like the games are so poorly constructed that people were wondering if it was a glitch. But also, I'm talking in circles. I feel like I've made all these arguments before.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I'm really happy that Detective Pikachu 2 is coming out. I will be enjoying all the 3D models and animations in that game.
Bottom line, there was nothing in that direct, so in terms of what to tell them, it's like, I don't know. I would, if I don't tell them not to bother, I would say skip through it. Don't watch all that shit. Skip to anything you think you care about, skip to that. Don't fucking watch the whole thing. Don't waste 36 minutes of your life.
You know, a person just posted a really, the comments are, like, dead because the video's obviously gone. But before it died, there's actually a really interesting comment that I do agree with. Bro, stop asking for Gen 5 games is going to be crunched. Yes. I don't want remakes anymore. I think after 3, I was like, okay, you, like, scraped by with barely what I could call a serviceable remake. Don't do it again. And 4 came by and it fucked it. I wasn't really thinking that, because that's obviously too, like, oh, actually, I knew that 4 was going to be bad all along, but...
I mean, 4... I thought that the 4 remake was going to be bad the first time I fucking saw it. When they
I kind of like the chibi models. I thought they were kind of cute and stupid.
I mean, when everybody looks like a fucking Funko Pop, I was expecting it to be bad.
It was really bad. And I do not have any faith that 5 is going to be good. There's no reason. 5 is fine. Just go play Gen 5. The only reason, the absolute only reason to remake Gen 5 is because the games are expensive. Just release the game on, like, the Switch store or something. I know they will never do that. They're going to remake it. Who the fuck are we kidding? But I don't want them. I don't want them to remake the games anymore. Not this current Game Freak team. They're not going to make it some big 3D super adventure. They're probably not going to do the Arceus nonsense again for at least a little bit. I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, it's a Japanese company, and it's Game Freak. Do you think if they remade the America Pokemon, they would have allusions to Western settlers taking from Native Americans? They wouldn't be that foolish to attempt that, would they?
I don't even fucking know. Maybe.
You don't think they'd do that, would they? They did something similar with Pokemon Conquest. I mean, it wasn't racist, but it was just like what they typically do with what's his name? Nabahiro, whatever the dude's name is. The guy who almost conquered all of Japan.
Nobunaga.
Nobunaga, and it turned into a giant anime game. Apparently Nobunaga is used a lot in anime. He's just kind of does a bunch of shit. He's kind of George Washington.
He was a skilled military conqueror. That's what he did.
And he got backstabbed. So they turned him into the dragon leader, and he gets backstabbed by the ice trainer. I don't know. I have no faith in a Gen 5 remake. The only way I would have faith is if it was another Arceus remake, and they clearly demonstrate that they fixed a lot of the problems from Arceus. Arceus is blueprints for a good game done, at least in my personal opinion, poorly for what I would have wanted. I think that they could improve a lot. They could make the game a lot more engaging and the gameplay loop more exciting.
I fully feel like the game was that they tried really hard for the first couple areas and then they just gave up and stopped trying.
I don't think they probably just ran out of time with the later areas. It's always how
the first area or two were pretty polished and they were fun, but then after that it was not.
Saw a review that kind of described it perfectly. Gen 6 is a game that's fine, but it's clear that the ending was rushed. Gen 7 is fine, but it's clear that the last third was rushed. And in Gen 8, they didn't finish anything. That's kind of how it feels with Arceus. It's not that, but it's like the last third appears to be rushed from the gameplay videos I've seen. Except for random shit like the Arceus fight, where it's like, oh, you put some effort into this, didn't you? But then there's like the area where you're running around indoors, and there's.
I think by the time I got to the mountain, I was done. Yeah. I was like, it's just not fun anymore. By the time I get to the mountain.
Yeah.
They kind of just like it's. I don't have anything.
I have faith that Detective Pikachu is going to be fun. I am happy that Stadium 2 exists so people can play it. It's a really good game. Really recommend it. I think people will enjoy the Pokemon trading card game. That game's great. It's been really released so many times. I really wish we got the sequel in some capacity. Even if they didn't even translate it, I'd be okay with that. I mean, I wouldn't, because people would know how the fuck to play it, but it'd be fun.
I unironically think that, one of the few ways you're gonna see, not they've made that little anime for it, they like to make little fucking games for their anime sometimes, so it's possible.
It'd probably be a mobile game.
It'd probably be a mobile game. This is accurate. You know why they don't want to, make a Pokemon TCG game, though? Wow, that sure would be convenient for people to be able to pay $60 to play as much of the trading card game as they want and not have to pay more.
There's no money in it. There's absolutely
the only way they would do it is if it was a mobile game and you had to pay for packs with real money, and it was microtransaction hell.
The reason Legacy of the Kingdom was able to get away with it is because they had multiple animes and stories to go through with the card game that's actually attached to the card game, and even though it's self-contained, it has the ghost, the skeleton of a story. With that, they would have to create an entirely new story like they did for the Pokemon trading card game. And they do not want to do that. But they literally just showed that they created a story. So just take that story and make like a little game. It doesn't even have to be long.
Right, it really depends on the game.
It could be like a $20 budget game.
I don't know if you were referring to like fucking Legacy of the Duelist with Legacy of the Kingdom there. The only reason why that the only reason why that was like fine is because Yu-Gi-Oh! Just has a history.
Yeah,
unlike
history.
Fucking Pokemon. Yeah, like it just has a history of making games, and it doesn't have to be great games. Nobody expects that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Made like fucking 20 Tag Force games. None of them are like amazing, but they're all alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what it is. It's a card game. Pokemon is so many things, and it's also a card game. So obviously it's going to get the short end of the stick.
So what they do is they make a game, and they try not to make it too good, because what they want is to tease you with some stuff, and like, here, this game's fun, right? You want to play more of this. You know what you could do? Buy some card packs.
I would be fine with that.
That's what they want.
I would be just fine with that if it was like just a nice, self-contained little story. No microtransactions, none of that. It doesn't even have to be online multiplayer, just like a nice little story. I'd be okay with that. Or, you know what, don't even bother, just make like a cute little show / book / whatever you want to make with that. Cool with that too. That it just looks nice and wholesome. I'm happy that exists.
Also, you could do the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I don't recommend this. The Yu-Gi-Oh thing of going full on wacko mode with some of those bullshit. Duelist of the Roses is hilarious.
Oh, it's an absolute clusterfuck.
Fucking Yugi-Moto coming out going, I'm Alexander the Great, but most people call me Yugi. What do you mean, Yugi?
Have you seen the Falsebound Kingdom gameplay?
Falsebound Kingdom is a meme as well.
I told you about Rechef of Destruction, right?
Yeah.
That's the one where Hungry Burger cost 999 duelist points or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
They go in on some
It's a legendary card. It's like a Heaven God card or whatever the hell it's called. God, Rechef.
Did I ever mention, hold on, Rada did a thing
I need to rewatch that Rechef stream. I haven't watched it since the Persona 3 grind days.
Freaking, I don't know if I ever, like, mentioned it, but there's a really hot meme thing on the Tabletop Workshop that's, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Where somebody did their best. They watched all through Duelist Kingdom. They did their best to make a perfect recreation of the Duelist Kingdom anime format.
Where you just get this summon shit? No, like, here's one rule. Did he make it so that if the opponent does not have any monsters on the field, you can't attack them?
He full on went through a lot of stuff. To understand the level of absurdity, like, let's see here.
Can you destroy the moon?
Destroy the moon? Absolutely, you can do that. I have to look through some of these random cards.
You can destroy the pillar on Pumpkin Servant or where the fuck it is.
Oh,
like the giant
that is on the card. Castle of Dark Illusions. It says that it has flotation rings that you have to destroy. That is on the card.
When you play Change of Heart, it summons you into an alternate dimension with fucking Yami Bakura.
Oh, but that's a thing as well, because it has a separate field called the grid field, and the grid field. The best part about is how they explain the grid field. They say, "Well, you see, the grid field, we didn't make a board for it. It's an imaginary space where things go sometimes, but not always." And in fact, if you play those fucking Labyrinth Wall duo fuckers, because you have to choose a deck leader, if you choose those fuckers, half your gameplay is on the grid field, and you don't know what the hell is going on the grid field.
If you play those duo brothers, you have to speak in a rhyme the entire time.
It's so trash.
Where's the part where you get shot at by imaginary finger guns?
Oh, a fun one is they made like fucking decrepit versions of all kinds of monsters because Time Wizard did that in the anime.
Yeah.
So,
it did
like-
it to the sisters. It did it to the Thousand Dragon.
So, like, Harpy Lady's sisters, on its effect, it says, if it's destroyed by Time Wizard, summon decrepit Harpy Ladies.
Decrepit. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably where I'm going to end off the session. Now we're just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever the fuck this is. Don't watch the Pokemon Direct. Except if you watched this far, you did through me.
Yep.
Just don't do it. Just don't watch any more Pokemon Directs. Save yourself. There's never gonna be anything special. It's just gonna be like
They're never
new
going to be
gen
anything
announcements and-
special. The saddest part of it is that it's not even funny anymore. It used to be funny when it was bad, but it's not even. Because it's the same bad things. They haven't released a
how
new bad thing
on
in a while.
Earth are they still talking about Pokemon Cafe? I guess it
The
has to
thing
be
is-
making the money, but like, who's playing this?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, it was fun because they'd release new bad things for me to react to, but they don't release new bad things. They talk
It's
about
just
the
the same.
same old bad things.
Or just the same really old good things that they don't do anymore, like Stadium.
At least if you're going to make bad things, make more bad things than one
New
bad thing.
things.
I want to see more. Come out with fucking Pokemon Slice and Dice, and it's not as fun as that sounds.
Pokemon cut the Ekans. Just like those Pokemon, like just those mobile game ads that you always see.
Fucking Pokemon counting tower thing, where like you have to do math and it's dumb and terrible. Pokemon Mafia City, where you have to level up to become the newest fucking Mafia
Mob Boss.
dude.
What's the dog called? Mob Bostiff.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And you get strong enough, you have to take down Okie Dokie.
Okie dokie then. Arr, a pirate doesn't say okie dokie then. A pirate says, arr, chops. Just don't play Pokemon. Go play other games. I heard Pikmin 4 is awesome this time of year. Oh, fuck.